This is 7 National News, and in our top story, the UAE Vice President, Prime Minister and ruler of Dubai, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, arrived in Doha on Monday evening, heading the UAE delegation to the two-day 24th Arab Summit, which starts today. Sheikh Mohammed and the accompanying delegation were received at the Doha International Airport by the Emir of Qatar, Sheikh Hamad bin Khalifa Al Thani, Qatar's Crown Prince Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani, a number of sheikhs and top Qatari officials, in addition to Qatar's ambassador to the UAE, Abdullah Mohammed Al Othman. Welcoming Sheikh Mohammed, the Emir of Qatar accompanied the ruler of Dubai to the Royal Reception Hall at the airport and briefly discussed topics listed on the Arab Summit agenda. The UAE delegation to the 24th Arab Summit includes the UAE Foreign Minister, His Highness Sheikh Abdullah bin Zayed Al Nahyan, the Minister of Economy, His Excellency Sultan bin Saeed Al Mansouri, and Dr. Anwar Mohammed Gargash, the Minister of State, among others. The ruler of Dubai then received President Michael Suleiman of Lebanon at his residence in Doha, where the two parties discussed means of boosting relations between Lebanon and the UAE, in the presence of the UAE's Foreign Minister, His Highness Sheikh Abdullah bin Zayed Al Nahyan. The discussion also reviewed a number of issues and topics related to the 24th Arab Summit, which starts today. The President's Initiative Follow-up Committee has approved a number of projects and development programmes for the Northern Emirates at a total cost of 243 million dirhams. The projects were approved by the committee on Monday during a meeting attended by Dr. Abdullah bin Mohammed Belhaif Al Nuaimi, the Minister of Public Works. The projects include the development of the government and education sector in Ras Al Khaimah at a cost of 160 million dirhams, along with the rehabilitation and integration of the unemployed. The initiative will also include the construction of 71 villas for citizens associated with the armed forces in the Dade region in Sharjah, while 19 million dirhams will go towards building the Sheikh Zayed Mosque in Fujairah, which will be the second largest mosque in the UAE. The traditional way of educating the youth went under the microscope at the opening session of the 5th Festival of Thinkers in Abu Dhabi today. His Highness Sheikh Nahyan bin Mubarak Al Nahyan, the UAE Minister of Culture, Youth and Community Development, and Chancellor of the Higher Colleges of Technology, said a country's biggest investment is its well-educated and knowledgeable youth. Held in conjunction with HCT's 25th anniversary, His Highness emphasised the importance of fostering creativity and encouraging innovation to achieve a knowledge-based economy.
This allows us to connect with what's going on in the world and to renew our way of thinking and how to be more productive in our life and more useful and creative. The most important thing that we hope to achieve from this is to have our students, our future generation, our future leaders, to think outside the box and be creative in what they do and to innovate. And that's the only way how we can be able to solve our problems and to move forward for the benefit of humanity as a whole.
Former British Prime Minister Tony Blair was among the guests of honour at the three-day festival. He said policymakers should think about how education is more important now than ever, as well as the significance of technology and innovation, collaboration and partnerships, and the role of governments. Renowned Indian philosopher and author Swami Parthasarathi challenged the norm and encouraged free and purposeful thinking with his speech, Born in Captivity.
All education institutions are only concentrating on acquiring information knowledge. That is okay, but without an intellect, without developing intellect, any amount of intelligence is no use. See, we only would be more intelligent, but we won't know how to relate to the world. And that's why there's differences. There's arguments, there is quarrels happening because the intellect is not developed. So it is very important that you develop. And I also mentioned, even to use your intelligence, you need your intellect.
Our students, as well as international students, we want them to interact one-on-one with Nobel laureates and the world leaders. And we want them to be inspired first, and also pick their brains on how do they think innovatively, so that this becomes a lasting impression. And many of our older alumni of Festival of Thinkers and Education Without Borders, they have gone on to do great things. Because there is a spark that's all you need with the young people. We want to give that spark.
A drop in gold price is set to generate increased consumer interest and higher sales at the 34th Middle East Watch and Jewellery Show, which opened today by His Excellency Sheikh Abdullah bin Salim Al Kazmi, the Deputy Ruler of Sharjah. Held under the patronage of His Highness Dr. Sheikh Sultan bin Mohammed Al Kazmi, the UAE Supreme Council member and ruler of Sharjah, the show will run for 4 days until March the 30th, aimed at jewellery lovers, investors and traders alike. One of the flagship shows of the Expo Centre Sharjah, market makers are invited to get a taste of the latest trends and tastes in fashion jewellery. 4 daily fashion shows featuring the leading jewellery designers and groups are scheduled to take place from the 28th to the 30th during the show. Exhibitors and other industry representatives believe that a drop in gold price will help with higher sales. Gold prices are hovering near a 6-month low of $1,600 an ounce, which was closer to $1,700 in January.
We have a lot of new entries from different countries. There is a big pavilion from Thailand. We'll be having more than 40 companies from Thailand, and they are having the latest collection. They have just finished the Bangkok show, and it was a huge show. And after completing that show, the Plai Thai, they are bringing the whole pavilion to Sharjah Expo Center. So we'll be having a daily fashion show and the cultural event of Thailand. Rest, we are having a complete Italian pavilion, a lot of new brands with the jewelry, watches and bags.
Industry professionals at the 6th Arab Strategy Forum have revealed that over the next decade, social networking will fundamentally change how governments engage with citizens, how small to medium-sized businesses based in the Arab world reach out to a global audience, and how society distributes online content effectively and intelligently. Under the theme of social networks and knowledge society, the 2-day event consists of 5 sessions, which target internet users primarily in the Middle East and Africa region. Opening the forum today, the CEO of the Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum Foundation, His Excellency Sultan Ali Luta, stated that by 2015, the percentage of youth across the Arab world will reach 60% of the total population. Luta added that due to the expected increase of 25 to 29-year-olds, there will also be a rise in online activity on platforms such as Facebook, Twitter and e-government discussion forums. According to the Arab Media Report 2011-2012, 70% of internet users are youth, with over 3.4 million members on Facebook and over 2 million tweeters on Twitter. Data is everywhere, and the challenge now is how to make it accessible and affordable for everyone.
This is a general thing, this is a worldwide, I think, aspect that you have to think about when it comes to distributing information. And data is a key part of that, right? Especially in emerging markets, quite frankly, especially in poorer countries where not everyone has access to data. I think in those countries it's really important that everyone works together, not just telecom operators. Everyone works together and tries to make sure that people have access to information, because if they have access to data and information, they will be able to, to build their knowledge. The Middle East and Africa Africa is a huge region, right? So there's obviously a lot of diversity. Even within the MENA region, there's a lot of diversity, right? So you have to look at each of these markets differently. I think especially when it comes to mobile versus desktop usage, the Gulf is very heavy on mobile usage. So is big parts of Africa. Egypt, for instance, is a little heavy on the desktop usage. So it really depends. I think you have to really think about the whole region as really different countries, and all of them have very different characteristics, especially when it comes to mobile usage. Also smartphone versus feature phone, those are key things to look at differently at each market.
Meanwhile, Sharbel Fakouri, the Vice President for Microsoft Middle East and Africa, stated that approximately 46% of consumers' purchasing decisions are influenced by online blogs, reviews and word of mouth. According to Fakouri, there are three main benefits for social networking: political, economic and cultural.
The social network is a great way to connect with your consumers. And it's a great way also to shape your brand. Because we all know today, whenever you want to shop, you go to the internet, you make your survey, you check the different models, you understand, and you go to the retail store and say, okay, I want this model and I want to see the difference between these two, because you already have done the research. On top of it, people trust their friends. People trust what their people, they know what they're saying and what their experience. So you find today, if you want to go to a hotel or in a country, you check about this. You know, in Microsoft now, we connected Facebook with our Bing search. So if you want to go search for a hotel in Dubai, it goes and looks at your friends in Facebook who have wrote about hotels in Dubai and tells you, actually, stay in that hotel, we had a good experience. I think that will be very powerful. People will listen to what their friends are saying about a hotel, about a car, about a computer they want to buy.
And finally, looking to other news, the UAE's first ever game hunting resort is set to open in September, according to reports. According to a local daily, the Barari Hunting Resort near Al Ain, owned by the Abu Dhabi-based Marouche Hotels and Resorts, will offer people the chance to hunt oryx, gazelle and deer, and as well as the possibility of a number of birds. Visitors will also be able to barbecue what they catch during the day. Tariq El-Sharif, the managing director of the Marouche Hotels and Resorts, was quoted as saying that the venue will offer pre-arranged hunting in coordination with the UAE Environment Agency, taking into account safety and security. He added that the hotel will be a boutique style, offering 15 royal villas, and that they hope to attract people who normally consider Africa or Asia as a hunting holiday destination. The property will be open on a seasonal basis, running from September through to April.